Welcome to How To Minigame, where I will show you tips and tricks for CV's minigames. Today I will be talking about Lavarun. Lavarun is a game where lava chases you down as you try to complete the parkour. It is mostly a staff-hosted game, but it can be played on your own just without the lava. Before we get started, I should mention the minigame and PvP channels you can join. You can go into chat and type in channel join PvP and channel join minigames to join the channels. You can talk using /PvP and then saying whatever for the PvP channel, and then for the minigame channel you can use /MG. It's worth mentioning market chat too, which is /CH space J space market, and MCH to talk in it. So now I'm going to show you the tips and tricks for Lavarun. Now before the match actually starts, there will actually be glass here, so you'll probably be jumping just right here. It's fun to do. And then they'll count you down and then they'll say go. So one of the things to save time is to sprint and jump. Sprint obviously you can do by double clicking W or by cl clicking the control button. Um, and that does increase your speed, which considering lava does chase you down, increasing your speed is important. You can So when you start off, you'll probably be sprint jumping like this. Now, don't hit your feet on this thing. If you're sprint jumping, stop jumping beforehand so that you can jump over it. I personally wouldn't recommend jumping on these things. They don't save you any time. They may even take away time. It's not optimal. So you run through here, you run through here. Now you're here. So you could jump this way. I'd never have done that, so just jump like that. So now you're here. So this staircase is pretty dangerous. Like, as you can see, there's lava in below here. So what you want to do is, so it's less optimal to do something like that because you're slowing down and you're losing momentum. Momentum's a big deal in parkour. So what I would suggest doing is running like this, doing a diagonal like that. Or you can also zigzag across. I think I actually zigzagged, but you can do either way. Just try keeping your momentum, just practice it for a little bit. Over here, well, it is slightly safer to do this. If you want to save a couple seconds, again, lava's going to be chasing you down during this. You can do that instead of going all the way up there. Now, I don't have momentum, but ideally you'll have a bunch of momentum by the time you get here. You'll probably want to use that momentum for this jump because it's not, well, it's not too hard of a jump. Momentum helps. It's easier than doing like that, which I still hit it, but it's harder. They give you enough space to momentum. Just use momentum. If you do fail like that, then there is this bedrock here to catch you. You can jump back. There is lava in the way though, so that's less than ideal. Now you're to this part. Now this is the tower. It's like it's got the harder part of this parkour. So you go like here and then you go here and then if you need to you can slow down and hit it that like that. And then here's one of the hardest jumps. This is a 4 block, so 3 blocks across, 1 up jump. Along that goes one to this direction, but there's also this, which you can easily like hit your heads on, and it kind of makes this jump difficult. Um, yeah, that's the angle for doing that jump. I'm not even able to nail it all the time. Um, if you want, you can try to use force momentum, which I guess I should I'll show you force momentum up here. So, also take note of the angle at which I do that jump from. Let's see. So here's the angle that you'll want to use. If you do that, you avoid that. I think it's one of the most optimal, and you make the jump. Now, this jump is also really hard. There's a gap in between it, and it's another 3 blocks across, one up jump. So you can hit the jump kind of like that. Well, okay, that's force momentum. So I'll admit, I use force momentum for this jump. It's hard. It's a hard jump. So force momentum is where you jump, and then you jump here on the edge, and then you jump again to get to your destination. Now, this may sound completely contradictory because, like, why would you jump before jumping? But it gives you more momentum. And as I said earlier, momentum is really important in parkour. Okay, so now you're here. Now, this jump isn't too hard, just kind of run like that and you should be fine. And then just do this. Make sure to not hit your head or body or anything on the that. That's like an actual concern. So now you should be up here. Yeah, this is what I consider a checkpoint because in order to fall back down, you would have to make some interesting choices because at this point, the only hold down is like here, and even then you have to move forward more, so you're safe once you're up here. Um, you can jump like this to do that, to do this. Now, okay, you can do this using force momentum, but another thing that you can do is to, and it's probably easier to do actually, is to look down and then run forward, and then whenever you're like on the edge of a block, jump. This is easier for when you're, especially when you're new to parkour, because this helps you understand when you reach the end of a block. And as long as you jump on the edge, you can make the jump fairly easily, or at least easier than before. So now you go here, 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 here. Be careful for that slab. You go here, you go here. It's not too hard of a jump. You can climb up here now. This is just something that takes a bit of practice, but you can like jump up here and you can do that, and yeah, and then you can do that all around. So here's a bunch of slabs. This jump isn't too bad. It's a 3.5 block jump, so yeah. Over here shouldn't be too bad, or that, or that. Right here you should be kind of concerned about this block, because if you're aiming too far this way, it could be a problem. Just try to avoid that block. Also try to avoid this block. It could provide a problem for you too. Yeah, as you can see, I still hit my head onto this block, I guess, and it almost messed me up. Okay, so now you go here. Now, this, I would personally recommend to, go from this slab to this slab. Because I think that's the easiest. Maybe going here from that slab is faster, well, easier at least. I don't know. I recommend going to this slab, and then you can quickly follow it up with, you can run up this slab. If you're new to parkour, I would recommend still looking down for this jump, but you can, do this, and then you'll get more momentum because you'll have had multiple blocks of momentum by the time you do that jump. And then this jump, you can either get momentum by jumping up and hitting your feet across this, which isn't the best, but if you're trying to be fast, then yeah, or you can shift to the very edge for maximum momentum. And then now you're basically done. You've reached the top. Congratulations. I personally, when I get onto the ladder, I typically sneak so that I can be more certain that I'm on the ladder. And now you can press this button. Quick! Press! And now you've done it. You have beaten Lavarun. If you're spectating, also, just as a note, there's this little fast thing. You can spam jump and sprints across. So if you've won in a round and a round is still going, you can do that to quickly catch up to watch everyone else try to win or take a bath in hot lava. That could happen too. So anyway, yeah. That was the first episode of How to Minigame. I hope you liked it. I'm hoping to do more in the future. We'll see. If you have any ideas for what I should do next, please comment down below or message me on Discord. I hope you enjoyed. Bye. So, force momentum is where you jump and then you jump onto the edge and then you jump again. Now, it sounds kind of contradictory, like why are you jumping before you jump? But it does give you additional momentum, which, as I said earlier, momentum is really important for parkour.